Okay, yay, we're live. Oh, I was having a little technical issue there. How you kids doing? Thanks for joining me today. Beer with Claude. Uh, and shut that off. We have a selection of beers here today. We have a Bud Light. We have a Keystone. I haven't had one of these in a long time. This is made by the Coors Company. It's their, like Budweiser makes Busch. This is a good one. And one of my all-time favorites. You're going to laugh, okay? I love Red Stripe. I think it's just it comes from Jamaica. It's just a great beer and stuff. If any of you guys want to join me or have a question or something, put it in the chat box there. I'm going to talk about beer, going to talk about marketing, sales. This will be a short broadcast. I'm in Winter Park, Colorado. We're almost 10,000 feet up. 82 degrees here today. Bud, Keystone, Red Stripe I've had. Good for you, Sean. Glad you could join us. Sean, come on. You got a brand new Mac computer. Join us. 82 degrees here. That's like, I think it might be a record. I'm up in the mountains here. We still have snow at 12,000 feet here. And oh my gosh. We never get temperatures like this. In the mornings, it's still in the 40s when you wake up. I got up at like 5:15 this morning. You ever get up too early? Oh my gosh. Let's get rid of this. Let's see here. Let's change my thing here. If you guys want a free book, by the way, I got a free gut sales book. Go to claudediamond.com. I got a free book on sales there. I got free 15-minute training sessions on Zoom. We'll talk a little bit about marketing in a while. I don't know about you guys. I'm a runner. I like to run. And boy, does my weight go down in the summer when I run. Here, just to prove it, I don't know if you can see this. 13.8 miles today, a little over half marathon. Yay! This is the Apple Health application. I love this application. I also have it on my little Apple Watch here. I don't know if you guys ever use this, but it's a wonderful application. Gives you your distance and everything like that. You can set a calorie target. All that good stuff. I'm going to give you some summer beer drinking instructions for today. A couple tips here. First of all, when you run or you exercise in this heat, and I know it's a lot warmer, especially where Omaha, Nebraska, where you are, Sean. Mr. Thinker, how you doing there, Mr. Thinker? Hi, Tim. How do you join the call? The StreamYard link. You can join this call on the StreamYard link. It's been I'll post it again. You can do, if you want to join me live or just sit in the background, you can go on the Periscope. You can go on the YouTube. You can go anywhere. Hey, speak of the devil, here he is. How you doing, Tim?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm giving beer drinking instructions. How warm is it? Where are you and how warm is it? Give us the
I'm in Evansville, Indiana, and I'm just at an Airbnb. Kelsey and I are on a little vacation here, or she's teaching. And I think it's beautiful. It's maybe not here. I pulled up 88 now, but it's not humid. I'm from the East Coast. I'm from Virginia, so it's always humid. Okay. But out here it's 88, but it's really comfortable.
Hey, so, I'm sorry. When you say East Coast, that's New York and New Jersey, far as I'm concerned. You know, Virginia, yeah. That's the South.
We're Southern.
Absolutely. What are you drinking?
I've just got a little sparkling water because I've got to drive and go pick up Kelsey in a few minutes here.
Okay, so you're being prudent. Okay, I was going to jump all over you there. I thought you were going to pull up a can of what is kombucha? Why is that shit stuff so popular? Why do I want to drink something that tastes like sour milk? Would you explain that to me?
I got to be honest. We have opposite taste profiles here. I love just like vinegar and cheers.
I love vinegar.
And
I put vinegar. How's the little Claude? I put vinegar. I have bottles of Heinz vinegar and English Pub malted vinegar in my refrigerator at all times. First thing that goes on the salad. Vinegar is very good at suppressing your appetite and aiding in your digestion. So before you put that 10,000 blue cheese French Russian dressing on your salad, put a little malted vinegar on. And it really it helps with the digestion. It kills your appetite too.
I just take a little tiny shot, fill up the little swig of vinegar. But I just love it.
No, I can't do that. I can do it on salad and everything, but I don't get. You like kombucha or whatever? Am I saying it right?
I think it's kombucha.
Kombucha.
It just has a similar, very like sour candy, that really acidic type taste. And I've heard it's also, I don't know a lot about it, but I've heard it's also good for your digestive system. But it's just kind of a fun drink. I don't drink it often because I know some people make it, but I'm not that into it. But
and now they're flavor. It tastes, in my opinion, it tastes so bad. Now they're adding flavorings and sugar to it. Okay.
Yeah.
They're making something that was supposed to be a health drink into Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
How many in one bottle or a can of Coca-Cola? Is there a cup and a half of sugar or something like that?
I think it's 39 grams.
That's a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
That's a lot of sugar. Absolutely. Drinking instructions. So we're starting off with a Bud Light. I ran 13.8 miles today. And I break it apart. I do a couple miles on the treadmill. Then I do 3-4 miles on the woods. Then I take another 3-4 mile. Claudia just picked me up so I don't have to run back uphill. I'm in the mountains here. Downhill is much more fun.
Yeah.
And so what is the one thing after a hot summer day, you came home, what is the one thing you want?
Yep.
A drink.
Do
you ever put beer in the freezer? Is that a no-no? I do it all the time. Does anybody else do that?
Only if it's a new case and I need one to be ready in 20 minutes.
I like it super cold.
Mm.
I like it super cold. And I think if it's a hot summer day, these are the beer drinking instructions. By the way, I want to say hello to Sean, Mr. Thinker. Damon is here. Francisco Hernandez, probiotic. Thank you. Pilot Rock Real Estate. Thank you. Close to 44 grams of sugar in a can of Coke, Sean Osby said. Anyway, I come home from a hot run. You're sweaty, you're thirsty and everything. It's Friday night. I love Friday. Every day should be Friday. First thing you want to do is drink a light beer because you guzzle it in 2 sips, right? And you take it out of the freezer. So it just gets a little bit of ice in there, and then you guzzle that down. You don't drink your good beer first. You drink your garbage light beer first. Does that make sense? Yeah. Then we move up. Did you ever have a Red Stripe?
No, I don't think I have, actually.
Really a nice beer. It's from Jamaica. It's a lager. I've always liked this beer. And let me show you this. This is not fair to a guy drinking club soda before he has to go out. Look at that. Nice and foam. I like the foam. Something about, I'm very prejudiced against beer that doesn't have foam or the foam disappears in 30 seconds. I like a big foamy head here.
Yeah. And
I smell it. Ooh, can smell the hops and everything. Oh, nice. Take a sip. To your health here. Did you have a good week?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. What was it, Friday now? Yeah, it's Friday. That's why we're here. And we're heading back tomorrow to Virginia, 10-hour drive-ish. And yeah, it was just a good little 2 weeks away from home. And Kelsey and I got massages yesterday. That was nice. And
wait, how do you get a massage in a COVID-19 world?
She was wearing a mask.
How do you do this?
I don't. Yeah.
How do you do this? Youth is wasted on the young. Amazing. It's good. How's a massage? I've never had a massage other than my wife giving me one. I've never had a professional massage. Is that something I should do?
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I've never had one. Never.
Oh man. Yeah. I mean, so I do a lot of my traps get really abused. I do a lot of tricep dips with a lot of weight. So my neck is always, I don't realize how bad it gets until somebody, has a hot washcloth and is working everything out. And then I just feel like, oh man, I don't hear any cracks or pops or anything anymore. This is great. So yeah, it's good.
Cornelia N joined us. Hi, Claude and Chad X. Anthony Severino. I love that name, Severino. It's a great name. Sean Osby says the foam is half the fun. I agree, Sean. Albertha is here. Where do I start with guts? Read your free book for? Absolutely. Guts is a system. It's unlike any other sales technique or philosophy. If anything, it's the opposite of convention. What do you think? What do you think, Tim? I mean, am I a contrarian, or just to be contrarian, or is there a lot of urban legend in sales?
Yeah, I got to say, Kelsey, my girlfriend, for people watching, every time I get off a call with someone lately, I say to her, man, I am so glad I have spent some time with Claude. I just feel so much more confident on the phone, and I don't feel like I have to, like we talk about a lot. I don't have to be subservient to people. I can just do what works for me and be honest and straightforward. And it's just such a better way to communicate with people and to do business.
How dare you? Honesty in sales? How can you be honest in sales and still make money? How does that happen?
I used to feel bad talking with people. I used to try to hide the fact that I was going to make money on a deal because I just felt guilty. And so that's where, with the honesty, that's the trouble I had. And a lot of it was, something that you talk about a lot is that your knowledge and your time and your energy are valuable. And so that's another thing that's really great. Somebody mentioned the Guts book. That's another, read that book. It's great. And that's something else that you're going to say something?
No, go ahead. I'm always going to say something, but go finish your thought.
And yeah, so that's something that, what was I talking about? Oh, your time, knowledge, and energy are valuable. And so for me, when I say being honest, I was coming from the point of, before I would want to not let people know, hey, I'm going to, write up this contract and sell it for $4,000. And, now I don't feel bad. I kind of approach it more like, this is what I can do for you, or this is what I would like to do for me, depending on the dynamic of the situation. And this is how it works. And if anybody wants to know about money, I don't have a problem talking about it, because I know that I have a special skill set or knowledge that is worth being compensated for. So yeah. So it just, Guts is really, really, you just feel better.
You feel better on the way to the bank. Why are we in business? To make money today. I think too many people have this subservient mentality in business. Oh, I just have to give the prospect everything they want, answer all their questions, send them all the free shit, and then they'll return the favor. Zig Ziglar was famous for that. Give the prospect everything they want, and then they'll give you what you need. I did that, and I found out, no, they don't give you what you need. They disappear. They go on witness protection. They give it to your competition after you've worked. I had customers in the old days. I'd give them everything. I'd work late at night. I'd give up weekends. I'd drive my car through traffic. I'd buy them lunch. I mean, I really busted and then they'd give everything. They'd give the deal or the contract to my competition. And, well, that's a heartbreaker, man.
Yeah.
That's not fun. Yeah. I think I say one thing that's very controversial. I think the salesperson should come first, which is the direct opposite of every Tommy Hopkins or Sandler or whatever sales book. Give that prospect, give. I do believe in giving. I give away free books. I give away free consultations. I answer my own phone. I do believe that we have to give some, but I think we're also entitled to be compensated so that we can take care of our responsibilities, our family, as long as we're doing business honestly, which I know majority of people do business honestly. They represent good companies, good products. They don't want to cheat anybody. They want to do business in an ethical manner. Why shouldn't they be able to put mac and cheese on their table? I always talk about mac and cheese. I don't know why, but I love it. Hey, we've got a superstar here, Tashiata, Professor T from, I think, Miami. I always know, what school do you teach at, Tashi? Is it University of Miami? Come on, feel free to join us if you like, Tashi, or give yourself a plug here. Sean is getting hungry. That's because I'm eating. What do you eat when you drink a beer? And by the way, I'm still drinking this Red Stripe beer. This is one of the better lagers. I mean, it's such a full, richy, malty kind of taste. It's wonderful. Try one of these. Can you buy single beers where you live?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that in a lot of the supermarkets and stores now, you can buy single beers. You don't have to always buy the 6-pack to try them out. This is a really nice lager if you get it nice and icy cold. Look, it's still got a little foam from when I poured it 10 minutes ago.
Nice. Yeah, you can get them. I've seen you can, I don't know, individually, I'm sure you can, but I've seen mostly there's like that little, you pick up one of the empty 6-pack cases and you can fill it with your own.
I love that. In California, you can do that in the Vons stores. You can do it Safeway here in Colorado. You can do it. I love that. Oh, Red Stripe from Jamaica, Tashi. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Tashi is the University of Maryland Global Campus. What a fancy title that is. Oh my gosh. Tashi is the woman who keeps me cool every Wednesday. I think she's on 6 o'clock Eastern time. I'm not sure. And she has the best news and updates on technology and things that are happening that you don't hear in the normal news, and just fun stuff. I always enjoy. She's so entertaining. It's one of my favorite shows. Tashi, put your link and stuff in there so people can find you. What's your favorite munchy food with beer? I have right now, I like peanuts and I love pistachio nuts and occasionally an Orville Redenbacher Smart Pop popcorn. What do you like with what do you eat with when you have a brewski?
I don't know if I have a go-to, to be honest. I think I kind of crave salty.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll definitely go for. I've been really into barbecue chips lately. But anyways, nothing special to write home about. But and I'm not I don't like real beer. I'll just have some light beer, and I don't know, the darker beer just tastes like coffee or dirt.
You got to try a good porter or a Bock beer.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Or my favorite dark beer and is Arrogant Bastard. I love the title. I think it applies personally, but it's called Arrogant Bastard. It's from Stone Brewing Company in San Diego. It's one of my. You can get it in the supermarkets now too. I love the beer. It's a hearty red beer, and it's so full flavored. And it says on the label, the best marketing I've ever seen. It says, "You are not worthy." And then they have a whole thing on the back. You are not worthy of our beer. Drink that miserable little pissy yellow beer. Our beer is for people who truly appreciate beer. So go back to your garbage $1 million advertising campaign beer. I mean, they really take a shot at Miller and Budweiser. I love the reverse marketing. Speaking of light beer, have you ever had a Keystone?
Never even heard of it.
It's like it's made from Miller. Coors, excuse me. It's a Coors beer. I'm going to give it a shot here. I grabbed all these beers out of the fridge. They're always accumulating. It's definitely a lighter beer. You can see it right just in the color and everything. And that foam head is not going to last very long here. It has a nice smell. It's a little citrus smell to it. Do you mind if I keep drinking beer in front of you?
Go on. No, not at all. I've got my my Michelob Ultras in the fridge waiting for when we get back.
Actually, this is very refreshing. This is not like Red Stripe, a full flavored, higher alcohol beer. This is one of those lower alcohol beers. I'm going to share with you. I like Ultra. I drink Ultra all the time, but I got to take it out of the freezer. I got to make it super cold. For some reason, I get a better flavor out of it. If it's just for 10, 15 minutes, I like the big cans too. Do you buy the little regular cans, bottles? I like these big old cans.
Yeah, they don't. I'll just get a case, and I don't think they make a case with the big ones. They just have the kind of.
You buy a case like 12, 24 cans, bottles.
Mm-hmm.
See, I never get more than a 6-pack of any beer because I love to change and try different ones all the time.
Yeah,
absolutely. Here it is. Thank you. Claudia brought in a bottle. Arrogant Bastard Ale. You are not worthy. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
You know Tim, don't
Claudia.
you?
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good, thank you. Not drinking beer, that's for sure.
Drinking wine.
No, I'm not drinking. I'm drinking a Diet Coke.
Diet Coke is I like Diet Coke once in a while. I don't drink a lot of soda, but every now and then in the summer, a Diet Coke with a lime twist or a lemon or something, or even a shot of rum, Bacardi. It's not the worst drink in the world. A Cuba Libre. It's a good thing. Carl Dillard says, hello, Guts family, coming from Portland, Oregon. Okay, Portland. Portland's had some heavy-duty protests and stuff over there. Tashi is on at, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. She's on Periscope, Facebook, and LinkedIn, as I recall. And it's called Mediascope, and give her a watch. Oh, there she is, using this handle, Facebook and Mediascope Scope 16. And Tashi says, hi, Claudia. You know, it's always funny. Somebody tells me when I'm doing selling, and somebody says, I got to talk to my wife. And my wife and I we're home buddies. And this virus didn't change our life at all. We like our home. We have a nice big home here in Colorado that I got for a song 23 years ago. And so I just go, hey, let me talk to my wife. And my wife says you should buy my program, you know, so you talk with your wife and see if it's okay. Most people laugh when I say that, but every now and then someone gets a little ticked off. Oh, you're a smart aleck, aren't you? I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got to have fun while I'm doing this. And if you want to say no to me, it's okay. I don't want you to buy something you don't like or you don't need or it's not comfortable for your budget. Is it over? You know, that's gut selling. So, oh, look at this keystone. The foam is all gone already. It's all gone. Tashi is LOL there. How's your business? How are you doing? Let's talk a little bit about sales and marketing. We had a question before. How do you get started? How do you learn gut selling? What's the best way to get started? What do you think, Tim?
Oh, I just started calling people who had houses for sale or rent.
Call them up. Wait. You didn't text them or mail them a letter or send carrier pigeons or a Western Union candygram?
I did text them when I was not really wanting to talk to someone, which is what we do. We say, "Oh, I don't feel up to it. I don't want to make calls right now. I don't want the rejection. I'm just gonna text." But yeah, if you just call them and actually speak with another human, then you can. I mean, first of all, that's the goal, is to speak with someone, and second of all, when you do that, then you can afterwards go, I'm learning, I'm getting better at this. Here's what I did well. Here's, I missed this opportunity. I, should have pivoted or gone this way or that way, or identified earlier on that it was over. So the only way you're going to do that is to talk to people. And I mean, that's the whole point. You want to talk to people and do deals. So
yeah, talk to people. We've lost that skill. Somewhere along the way, we think we can. It started off with faxing, okay? We thought we could fax people and do business. And faxing opens up the door. Then it led to email. And then we got inundated with spam. Then it led to texting, okay? And whatever happened to direct selling, direct communication to people? I got to tell you, I built up a wonderful business working from home using good computers, good equipment, fast Wi-Fi. That's my only overhead. I spend literally no money on marketing. Can you believe that? I attract leads that come in. Can I tell you a story that happened today? My word of honor. This happens almost every day. Someone contacted me today. I had my iPad next to my laptop, and I got a Facebook Messenger. Hi, Claude, interested in your sales. And it was Facebook Messenger. Facebook Messenger, what can you do instantly on Facebook Messenger if somebody contacts you? What should a gut salesperson do? Boop. I hit it right away, went right to video. Guess what happened, Tim?
They answered?
Yes.
And you spoke with someone?
They answered. And it was a lovely gentleman. He was from the UK. He lives in New Jersey. We spoke for a few minutes. Had a very honest discussion, used my little 3-minute timer. Basically, he had needs. There were urgent needs. And we talked. And oh my gosh, he ended up buying a package from me, which is fun. I gave him a good deal. I gave him a little discount. I sent it to him right away. Just by talking to somebody, I probably made more money than a barista makes in 2-3 weeks of doing coffee. Okay, yeah. Just one little package. And I'm just, and I do real estate and I do big deals and I sell large mentoring programs and stuff, as you know, and stuff. But here's the thing. I spoke to a nice person. We had a great conversation. And in 23 minutes, he got something he needs. And I made a sale. I mean, and I think back to the old days. You ever remember the high school, can I use bad language? Cover the kids' ears, folks. Those really shitty jobs we had in high school and in college. You remember those crap jobs that we had for next to nothing in pay?
Yep.
I remember those jobs, and they weren't all pleasant. They weren't all unicorns and rainbows, okay? They were people who paid us next to nothing, and they just made us work our butts off and everything. And oh my gosh, who, and how much money did we bring? And I remember I had a car that broke down every week. It needed new tires, new transmission, new this or that. Every time cars were much bigger. Millennials are not as enamored with cars as much as people in the boomer generation, are they?
No, I remember that was the thing, because my dad was always the same, really big on cars, liked buying them, flipping them, fixing them up, cleaning them. And then I have an older brother, so when my brother and I got to driving age, our dad was all excited. Oh, what kind of car do you want? And I was like, I don't care, just
yeah. You guys have been Uberized or whatever.
Yeah,
it's amazing. And you know how much money you save when you do. Anyway, every paycheck I had from all my crummy jobs. Okay, I once had this one job in college. It was what do we call it? It was a game store. It had pinball machines and foosball and air hockey and everything. And I had to wear a little space jumpsuit to give change and stuff. And I made next to nothing at this job. And then every paycheck went for that stupid explode on rear impact Pinto that I owned. And it's like, maybe you guys are just smarter. I don't know. We in college, you needed a car. In high school, you were cool if you had a car. In college, you needed a car because you had to go to work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We didn't have Ubers and stuff and reliable bus service and stuff like that. At least where I went to school.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it depends on the area too. I remember, I just thought about this. You said in high school, it was cool to have a car. So I got
it was a Nookie wagon. It stored your clothing. It was, I'll explain to you younger people what Nookie means another time. Tashi knows what I mean. So does Sean Osby. But it was my storage locker. I had my clothing in there. I had leftover food that if I ever got starving, I know there's some cheese and crackers somewhere under the ashtray here or something. I had my ashtray full of coins. So when I needed a couple bucks for gas, that was always the seat and then the ashtray. I mean, that was my home away from home.
Was that the Pinto?
I had a Pinto. I had a Dodge Polara. I had the worst car ever made, the Corvair, the Chevrolet Corvair.
Okay.
Absolutely the worst car ever. I want to hear a quick story. This car was so bad. How bad was it, Claude? I'm coming off Route 80, a big highway in New Jersey. I'm coming off the highway, go on the exit ramp, and all of a sudden I see a tire go past me. It was the tire from my car. The wheel actually came off the car and went and had enough momentum to go past me. And then my car slumped down and sparks. And every day was a new adventure in that car. Did you ever own a bad car because you couldn't afford anything else?
I always got the hand-me-downs. That was what I was going to say in high school, because that's when it's cool to have a car. So I had the hand-me-down. It was a Toyota pickup truck that came from my brother, and it was used when he got it. And it had, it was a red truck with a purple tailgate, because my brother thought it would be fun to go mudding with his friends in this little Toyota.
Yeah, mudding is fun.
But he blew out the clutch, so one of his friends had to push the truck out with their truck, and it ruined the tailgate, so we had to replace it. So now there's a purple tailgate on this red truck, and it was the hand-me-down that I got. And so I'm, here I am, 16, 17, whatever. And it's cool to have a car, but then when I go to start it, my brother goes, hey, I leave this wire in the glove box because sometimes it won't start, so you got to pop the hood. And if you take the wire and you touch it from here to here, then it'll bypass the solenoid or whatever, and it'll start. So here I am.
That's an interesting way to start your car. My favorite car of all time was my beloved red Ford F-100 pickup truck. I loved my pickup. It was my first new car. I bought it. And I had to give it, and I loved something about a pickup truck. I just loved it. And it was a Ford. It was even 3 on the shift. It was, there's an extra pedal that some cars have called manual transmission. Does anyone here remember manual transmission? Okay. I love shifting. Anyway, I had to give that car up. My beloved car, I had to give it up. Do you know why?
No.
because every weekend I had to help somebody move. When you own a pickup truck, everybody's had, oh, Claude, I got to move from my apartment to Eastern Missouri. You're a good old guy. You'll help us. And in those days, I couldn't say no to people.
You had nice guyitis.
I was a nice guy. What's the worst thing in sales? What's the worst thing you can be in sales?
A nice guy to get taken advantage of?
What happens when people perceive that you're so nice and they take advantage of your good nature? Hey, can you lend me $20, which you'll never get back? Hey, can you help us move? Oh, okay. Boom. You worked all week. You want to sleep late on Saturday. You want to have fun on Saturday night. Now you're so tired from helping someone move. You just sleep through the weekend, and your back hurts and everything like that. Oh, it's hard. It's hard to say. I had trouble. Maybe it's just me, but I had trouble saying no to people. Is this common?
I went through the same. I mean, I think, I'm similar in that regard. I have trouble saying no.
In sales, and how this relates to sales, though. I tell people to please say no. I'm the only salesperson you'll ever meet. I'm still waiting to meet somebody. I'm probably somebody I trained 10, 20 years ago, and they're going to say no to me. They're say, Claude, please say no. I go to prospects and say, look, if this isn't right, it's not comfortable for you. You came to me with a problem. Here's the solution. But if it's not right for you, would you do me a favor? You don't have to say you'll think about it. You'll talk to your pet squirrel. Just say no to me right now. And that's called a pattern interrupt. That kind of shocks people sometimes. Have you ever met somebody who told you sincerely, because you got to be a good thespian, a good actor in sales, to say no? Tim, if you don't want to buy this brand new car, you can just say no to me. No harm, no foul. Not going to bother you. We want to do what's right for you today. Have you met that person yet?
Nope.
I'm still waiting. We got some notes here. Nathan Pyle says, hey, Uncle Claude, can you do some role plays specifically for the qualification? Really appreciate you. Yeah, well, you up for a role play there, Tim?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. When we qualify people in the gut sales system, we have 3 steps: agenda, qualification, commitment to close. And I just wanted to keep in a simple outline that we could all remember. 3 simple steps. There's little sub steps. But when we qualify people, we need to know, first of all, what do you think is the most important when we're qualifying someone, Tim?
See if they have the need.
Yeah. Bingo. Man, you're a smart cookie. Exactly. Qualification. Time for a sip of beer.
Okay, so we're going to do a role play, and you're going to show someone how to that's what somebody wanted, the qualification.
Yeah. When we qualify, first of all, we need motivation. Are they interested? Are they motivated? Okay. You ever talk to somebody who could care less about your product or service? You're not going to sell them. It's time to say bye-bye. Get out the 3-minute timer. So we need to know, are they motivated? Can we find a need, create a need, or exacerbate a need? Number 2, we're in business. Why are we in business?
To make money today.
Amen, brother. Amen. To make money when? Today. I'm all about today. Okay. Tomorrow, I don't even want to think about tomorrow. I'm a today guy. I want to make money today. So do they have the money? Is the need great enough to spend the money? My mentor, Max, used to always say, money is never an objection to doing business if the need is strong enough.
That's good.
So money is number 2. And when should we talk about money and qualification? Right up front. Then the time frame. Do they need your product or service today or 6 months from today? Did you ever give a brilliant presentation? Oh, Claude, this is great. God bless you. Oh, this is wonderful. And when I have the money, when I have the need, when my wife says it's okay, or my significant other, I shouldn't be so sexist here. In 6 to 12 months, in 2028, I'll give you a call. How much time you want to waste with that person?
As little as possible.
As little as possible. Someone wrote, Facebook user wrote, premature presentation. I got an amen, brother, from them too. Sean says everyone is your friend when you own a pickup truck. Yeah, he's right. Absolutely. Let's do a role play. Qualify. You be the salesman. You want to be on the hot seat here? Let me put you on the hot seat. You're good.
Sure. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Tim. I'm really interested in your used Pinto, man.
Oh yeah. Tell me about your situation.
Oh, I need
Yeah.
a car, and I've been looking for a car for a while, and I saw your ad in the paper, and the pictures look really great. I deliver pizza for Pizza Hut, so I need a car.
Okay. Well, I mean, tell me about. You must be driving a car now.
Well, it's more like it's actually my grandfather's moped.
Oh, mopeds are fun. Why don't you keep your moped?
You ever been in a summer thunderstorm with lightning and hailstones and
Oh
drenching
man.
rain on a moped that goes about 18
Oh.
miles an hour?
Oh man, no, I can't imagine. That sounds horrible.
It doesn't make the Pizza Hut pizza taste any better, by the way.
Probably don't get great tips.
Yeah, but I don't get great tips in here. So I need a car.
So okay, so tell me about your budget. How much are you looking to spend if you found the car that works for you?
I have at least $500 saved up.
Okay. In this scenario, I'm selling you a Pinto.
You're selling me a used Pinto. I
Is
don't
it
know
worth
why. I pull shit out of the air. Okay. We always talk about real estate. Let's sell me your used Pinto. Does anyone remember what a Pinto is? It was a horrible car made by Ford, which Mr. Genius Mentor purchased. It was a new car. It was $1,995. It was uncomfortable. It was very low to the ground. A very rough driving car. Had these little donut tires. Was not a well-made car. It was a step above a Yugo. Okay. Is it any wonder I love Hondas? By the way, I love them. They're comfortable. They're well made. They run forever. I love Hondas. But I'm just doing so. First of all, I called you, which is good. Means you did some kind of good marketing. Am I motivated on a 1 through 10? 10 meaning urgent. Is there motivation there?
You seem probably, I would say 7-ish right now. You've got a moped. Yeah, you've got a moped, and I asked you about what your current driving situation was, and you said, "Oh, I've got a moped, and I'm going through thunderstorms." So
I was thinking I was more of an 8 or a 9 because I don't like getting wet in thunderstorms and hailstorms, delivering wet, soggy cardboard and embedded pizza. Okay.
Well, I wasn't sure about the money yet because you said you have $500, and I don't know. Is this Pinto worth? Am I selling it for $500?
Oh shit! You should pay me $500 to get rid of it.
Okay.
I don't know. Then, let's say you want $1,000.
Okay.
Okay. So next we know I'm motivated in terms of time frame. We know when do I need the car?
You want a car soon? Yeah, you've got a moped. You're getting rained on
soon. Yeah. Money. I got $500, so we know right away the money is an issue. Should we talk about the money, or should you tell me how wonderful the paint job is on the car and you covered up all the chicken of the sea metal on the car? You know.
That's going to be a showstopper. We need to address that. We need to end it, or we need to figure out how you're going to resolve it.
Let's solve the problem. Maybe I have more money. Maybe you can finance. Okay, so we've already taken care of motivation, and we've taken care of time need. So I'm motivated, and the time frame is now. So now the big E, money, because you want to get your 1,000, but I said I volunteered. The first to mention price always loses, baby, loses.
So okay, so you're riding your moped around. It sounds like you're wanting to get a car. I need a
car
this week. You're gonna get a car.
Yeah, is this car in good shape? Does it run well?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It works fine. And we talked about. Do you mind if we talk about money? How much did you say you have?
I have $500 saved.
Oh, we got a problem.
Oh, I love that role play. I love that you use that word. We have a problem. That's excellent.
We got a problem, Claude. It sounds like, I'd love to help you, get off your moped into a car, get a little cover in those thunderstorms, but I'm selling this car for $1,000.
Ooh.
Yeah, is there
I have a brand new. Well, I just got this in the mail, by the way. Let me see.
Claude, ooh. Is that a Mac? Is that an Apple Credit
Yeah,
card?
it's the new Apple Card. Look at how fancy they send it. It's all fancy and monogrammed and everything like that. It's heavy. It's made out of metal too. It's a really interesting little card. Yeah, I just got this new Apple Card, and I think I have $18,000 I can charge on it or something like that. Can we do something like that? I've never bought a car like this before. Can you help me?
Sure. Yeah. Let's in the car world, I don't know how. Yeah, let's meet up and you can take a look at the car, and if you can send me that whatever $1,000 I'm looking for.
Yeah, can we? I'll pick it up tomorrow, and I'll bring my new card, and I'll bring $500, and the car runs well, right?
Yeah, runs well. Yep, have no problems. I guess it's one of the premier Pintos that doesn't have problems. Yeah, so if you yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I've never done cars before, but it's the same, I guess. So yeah, if you can send me that, let's meet up. We'll set a time tomorrow morning. Whatever, 10 a.m. Does that work for you?
Sure. Nathan Pyle said, ha ha ha, 1974 brown Ford Pinto was my first car in 1986. Wow. I had I think it was 72 I bought that car. And oh God, what a piece of junk. Sales is sales though. That was the point. I have to leave in a minute. Tonight, Friday is pizza night, pizza salad night. I'm one of my favorite meals. I love something about Friday and pizza. Oh,
yeah, it's because you don't eat pizza often, do you?
Yes, I do. I love pizza.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe it's your little cheat, your little fun Friday night only meal, but
oh yeah. If you were on an island and you could choose only one food to eat for God till you're rescued, what would that food be?
Oh man, I would cheat on this question and say some kind of sandwich that had everything on it that I wanted.
Oh, okay, like a Dagwood. We used to call it a Dagwood sandwich.
Yeah. I know the cartoon or the comic.
In Jersey, you're in the Midwest. In New Jersey, and New York City, we called it was either a hoagie. In Philadelphia, it was a grinder. In New Jersey, it was a sub sandwich. What did they call those long Dagwood sandwiches with remember Dagwood, the cartoon? And he always used to make these giant sandwiches.
Yeah.
What do they call in the Midwest? What do they call torpedoes?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, Sean Osby would say he would have flat iron steaks. I would be sick of steak after a couple nights. I think I could live on pizza, especially if it had anchovies, a little protein, little sausage, a little pepperoni, a lot of cheese. You got the carbs from the bread, from the crust and everything like that. Could you, I think I could, well, you get sick of anything that you have to eat. Remember all those dopey diets years ago, the grapefruit diet and stuff like that, where you'd only eat one thing?
I don't think I've heard of it, but I don't think I'm old enough to know what you're talking about.
I'm an OMAD guy, 1 meal a day. I eat 1 meal a day, and I eat whatever I want. We eat healthy. Claudia always makes me a monster salad, and then I'll have a steak. I'll have fish. We eat a lot of fish.
Oh yeah.
We'll have a breakfast night. You ever have a breakfast for dinner where you'll have bacon and eggs or ham and eggs or something like that? We eat really we eat healthy, but I eat whatever I want at 1 meal a day, and that works for me.
Good.
Yeah,
I do too. I do a breakfast at around 3 p.m. and then dinner a couple hours later.
Okay.
And it's funny, you're talking about eating one thing forever. It's funny, you can eat the same thing for breakfast. Kelsey and I always will make eggs and we'll share an avocado and have bacon or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, avocado. All of a sudden everybody loves avocado? Well, a couple of years ago, it's a fat vegetable or fruit or whatever. It's too good everything. Are you kidding me? Avocados are like, I could live on avocados. What is better than a ripe avocado? Oh.
I'll tell you, my sister-in-law from Colombia who makes super awesome guac out of it.
Oh, yeah. You know what's the easiest way to make guacamole?
What's that?
You take your avocados, you mash them up, you throw on some old El Paso salsa, mix in a little sour cream, boom, you've got guacamole.
Nice.
Real fast guacamole. You ever go to a fancy Mexican restaurant and they make the guacamole right at the table?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
It's still kind of chunky from the avocado. It's not like the one you get.
I'm hungry, man. You haven't had dinner yet either, have you?
No.
What are you going to have tonight?
I don't know. I just actually made a sandwich. I go through phases where I make these really buttery, like kind of like a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh,
wait.
Grilled cheese with Canadian bacon.
Oh yeah.
Grilled cheese on toasted rye bread. And not one cheese. You got to mix the cheeses. You want to make the best grilled cheese in the world? Do you ever use brie cheese for your grilled cheese sandwich?
No.
Ooh. It's a French style cheese. It's got a little bite, a little smell to it. It's so creamy and rich and fat and delicious. This is not health. This is not health food for the world, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, I've got to go. Speak of the devil. Thank you, Tim. You're wonderful, man. Thank you. You're so much fun. Thank you.
Nice to have you on.
Tonight. It's so much fun to work with somebody else than do it alone.
Good. Yeah. Anyways,
everybody have a wonderful, safe weekend. Drink good cold beer out of the freezer. And if you're trapped on an island, what did you say your food was on the island?
Sandwich. I picked a huge sandwich.
And make yourself a big sandwich, or do what I'm doing tonight. Have pizza and salad. Everybody take care. Thanks for joining. This was fun. Take care.
Bye, Claude.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.